we've also got some exciting news to share with our listeners out there.
Yeah, so if you've been following us on socials at all today being August 12th, you may have seen that we've been nominated for some podcast awards. So Evan, you do us the honors. You're the one that kind of introduced this whole idea to us.
Yeah,
here.
Well, I stumbled on this, I don't know when, it was several months ago now, and I think I came across it on Facebook, and I clicked on their website and I did a little research. And this is the first year that this group called Upload Media Group, based out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, is hosting what they're calling the Iowa Podcast Awards. And I thought, hey, you know what? Let's put ourselves in for something and see what happens. So we've entered into a few different categories for nominations. Of course, we're a sports podcast, and they have a category for that. So we are officially a nominee for Best Sports Podcast in Iowa. We are also a nominee in the Emerging Podcast category. Figured, we've been doing this for a little over a year now.
Yeah, we're still up and coming.
Kind of just getting, our toes wet in the podcast industry. So we're in that category as well. All podcasts that were entered in all categories were also entered into the People's Choice category.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to have a link down below. I think I'm even going to put the URL right here on the screen. You can go vote for us. It's iowapodcastawards.com/vote. And you can go find us there. And if you're a listener of any other Iowa-based podcast that you see on the list, go ahead and give them a vote too. You can vote for up to 3. And we would love a vote from all of you out there.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Even if you're not from Iowa, you can vote for us. So we would definitely appreciate that. And then we have one other cool opportunity in addition to the 3 nominations that we've got ourselves in with the Iowa Podcast Awards. What do we get to do?
All right, so the actual awards event is going to be on September 15th, 2024, and that is the day of the Vikings game, home opener game versus the 49ers, I believe, right?
Yep.
And we have this really cool opportunity to, at the event, be able to put on a live episode. It'll be recorded and put out on our streams as well, but it'll be a live episode at the event, and it's at 3 p.m., which the Vikings game kicks off at noon. So there's a very real chance we could be podcasting during the last few minutes of the game or right after that 49ers game ends. But yeah, either way, we'll be up in front of, I'm assuming, a pretty decent audience doing our Skol Hop thing live. We do need to double check and make sure we can feature an Iowa beer on that podcast because we're not sure about the venue or anything like that. But that's the thing I'm most excited about. It's really cool to be nominated and to be have some eyes on us for these awards, and to win those awards would be incredible. But mostly I'm really excited to network with other podcasters. There's some other Iowa sports podcasts out there that'll be cool to talk to those people, but mostly to get up and do our thing in front of people. That's going to be really fun. I'm super pumped.
Agreed. So we get a 45-minute slot, so we're going to have to keep it short.
Yeah.
And our slot starts at 3 p.m., which again will be the tail end. I mean, the game could be still very much within reach for the Vikings at that point. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to be able to kind of give our immediate feedback on that game as soon as it wraps up live in Cedar Rapids. And that's going to be episode 58. I just went in
of the Skol Hop?
and looked at our list. So episode 58, which is not including today, that's 4 episodes away. So we're coming up on that real quick.
If you've seen a couple of our live streams or you've heard us, immediately after a game, you may know that we can get pretty amped up. So if that game is close at all, or if there's a Will Reichard game-winning field goal and win or lose, there's going to be some emotions in that episode. So hopefully they win. Hopefully we're jumping for joy on the episode. And if they lose, maybe we can steal what PA says and give you guys a little Davenport of love and give you some encouragement of the of Vikings fans after a loss. So hopefully it's not a loss. It's the 49ers, so that'll be a good game.
Should be a really good one.
But either way, that'll be a good episode.
The home opener. So
Yeah.
you know the U.S. Bank's going to be loud.
Yeah, they're coming
for that one. It's going to be great. So a lot of fun for us, though, at the Skol Hop. Just kind of getting into year 2 on this whole thing, and to be up for some nominations and to be able to go and record live at the Iowa Podcast Awards. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So make sure, again, like I said, go vote for us if you feel so compelled, and check out all the other great podcasts from across the great state of Iowa. Obviously, we celebrate Iowa beer every week on our show. So Iowa has a special place with us, and I think it does too with the Iowa Podcast Awards, and that's just part of who we are, Skol Hop. And if we could find a way to fit Iowa into the title, I think we would. But
we thought about that when we were naming it.
We did
something, but Skol Hop just it found us. And
beer, Vikings, and then Iowa.
Yeah.
That's us. That's who we are at the core.